Good evening, everyone. My name is Antonia Syme, Director of the Australian Tapestry Workshop, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the announcement of the winner of our International Tapestry Design Prize for Architects 2021. Thank you very much for joining us. I would like to pay my respects to the traditional owners of the land on which I speak to you today, to their elders past, present and emerging, and to all First Nations people around the world. We were optimistically hoping to have this event at the Australian Tapestry Workshop tonight, but our latest COVID lockdown has required us to go digital. The Australian Tapestry Workshop has been weaving wonderful contemporary handwoven tapestries in collaboration with artists and architects since 1976. Our former board chair and architect Peter Williams had the inspired idea to re-engage contemporary architects with contemporary weavers through a tapestry design competition, as architects have a long tradition of engaging with tapestries, particularly the modernists. This international prize celebrates the rich historical connection between architectural space and tapestry design and fosters exciting contemporary collaboration. We held our first prize in 2015, and we are very proud that this is our fourth prize. This year, our prize has a very special supporter, philanthropist and tapestry lover Carol Grigger, and I'm deeply indebted to Carol and Metal Manufacturers Limited for the visionary support of this prize. I also thank the wonderful architecture media team, Creative Victoria, the City of Port Phillip and the Envelope Group for their generous support and encouragement. Without you all, it would be impossible to present this unique prize. Despite the pandemic, we had 141 entries from 29 countries, which is absolutely wonderful. This year's design centred on the inspirational and multi-award winning Phoenix Central Park building in Sydney. And we thank Judith Nielsen for generously allowing us to use the Phoenix Central Park as the inspiration for our prize. We also thank John Wardle and his team for facilitating this and providing the beautiful images and plans. Our illustrious judging panel, Cameron Bruhn, Brook Andrew, Diane Jones, Valerie Kirk, Dimmity and John Wardle had the very difficult task of selecting 15 finalists from a very competitive field, and of course the winner. Thank you all very much for undertaking this challenging task for us. I would also like to warmly congratulate all the entrants, particularly the finalists, for contributing your talents to the prize. It is now my very great pleasure to introduce Carol Grigger and Sir Jonathan Mills from Metal Manufacturers Limited, who will announce the winner of the $10,000 Tapestry Design Prize for Architects 2021. I'm absolutely delighted that Carol and Sir Jonathan are joining us tonight from Edinburgh.
Greetings from Edinburgh, which is in the full swing of its famed festival. My name is Jonathan Mills, and I'm delighted to be with my great friend and collaborator, philanthropist Carol Grigger. We represent tonight Metal Manufacturers Limited, the sponsors of the Tapestry Design Prize for Architects 2021. We both share a great enthusiasm for the work of the Australian Tapestry Workshop in the field of contemporary tapestry, and we would like to congratulate Antonia Syme and her team on the delivery of this unique opportunity for architects worldwide. We are thrilled to be joining you to celebrate the finalists of this year's prize. Lockdowns have not dampened the sense of adventure or the need to connect, with this year's prize attracting 141 entries from every part of the world. I would like to congratulate the 15 final individuals and group designs. Abhinay Satam and Shristi Rawat from India. Amaya Sanchez Velasco and Jorge Valiente Oriol from Australia. Ana Mircecic Velikovic from Serbia. Anthony El-Khoury from Lebanon. Catherine Roden and Stephen Brameld, Australia. Connected Dot Studio from Sweden. Ground Under Repair, Australia. Hamid Reza Majnouni, Samaneh Katamirad and Mariam Katamirad, Australia and Iran. Madeleine Gallagher, Julie Lee, Georgina de Beaujeu and Lise de Vries, Australia. Michael Chapman, Australia. Multiplicity in conjunction with Zoe Frazetto, Australia. Nicholas Bucci, Australia. Original Field of Architecture and Art Bunker, UK and Australia. Studio Khaki, Australia. And Studio WW, Australia. Before Carol announces the winner, I'm pleased to share that the jury has awarded 3 high commendations. Abhinay, Satam and Shristi Rawat for their design A Paradigm Shift. Madeleine Gallagher, Julie Lee, Georgina Beaujeu and Lise de Vries for their design This Place. And Michael Chapman for his design Apocalypse. Congratulations to the highly commended finalists on impressing the judging panel with your designs. It's now my great pleasure to invite Carol Grigger to announce the winner of the Tapestry Design Prize for Architects 2021. Carol.
Thank you. And now, the moment you have all been waiting for, the winner of the $10,000 International Tapestry Design Prize for Architects 2021. The winner is Ground Under Repair for their tapestry design, Time Shouts.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
To the Ground Under Repair team, we now return to Antonia to continue the celebrations in Melbourne, online and all around the world. Bravo to all the finalists, congratulations to the winners, and goodbye from Edinburgh.
Thank you so much, Carol and Jonathan. It is wonderful to have your presence here tonight from Edinburgh, and it is a reflection of the truly international nature of our prize. Thank you again so much for your very generous and visionary sponsorship of the prize. Emma and Ground Under Repair, congratulations from us all for your winning design. Bravo. It is now my very great pleasure to welcome Cameron Bruhn, the chair of the Tapestry Design Prize for Architects judging panel for 2021.
Thank you, Antonia, and a very warm welcome to everyone joining us this evening. My name is Professor Cameron Bruhn. I'm the Dean of Architecture and Head of School at the University of Queensland School of Architecture. And this past June, it was my great pleasure to chair the jury for the 2021 prize. This jury brought together considerable expertise and insights from across architecture, art, and weaving practice. And this group comprised Brook Andrew, Diane Jones, Valerie Kirk, Dimmity Walker, and John Wardle. The latter being the 2015 Tapestry Design Prize for Architects joint winner for Perspectives on a Flat Surface. John was also part of the architectural team for the 2021 design site for the prize, the Phoenix at Central Park. Together, this jury took on the responsibility of carefully reviewing 141 designs from individuals, partnerships, and collaborators. And our aim was to establish consensus on the work judged to be both the most innovative and promising, and work that represented the future trajectory of architecture and tapestry. In 2021, the jury unanimously chose an overall winner for the prize. Time Shouts by Ground Under Repair as the recipient of the $10,000 award. This non-rectangular tapestry design uses thoughtful research and mapping to reveal the story of the period of time between the present day to the breakup of the ancient Gondwanan continent. Time Shouts provocatively seeks to shift our perceptions and values, and is a beautiful work that exemplifies and expands the agenda of the successful Tapestry Design Prize for Architects. And I'm delighted to have Emma join me from lockdown in Melbourne to talk about their entry. Hello, Emma.
Hello.
Congratulations to you and the team on winning the Tapestry Design Prize for Architects for 2021.
Thank you very much.
Emma, I'm intrigued to know what drew you to enter this globally unique prize. Were you already familiar with the work of the Tapestry Workshop and of the prize?
I was. I actually live around the corner from the Tapestry Workshop, so it's on my daily walk. And I sort of watched as John Wardle's was done, the first one, and yeah, it was definitely on my radar. I feel like some people say they've got a book in them. I feel like I had a tapestry in me.
That's fantastic. Time Shouts is designed to be hung in one of the double height spaces at Phoenix Central Park. And your two-part composition, wall and floor, sets up a conversation with the interlocking oculus that connects the interior of the gallery and the urban landscape of Sydney beyond. What were your initial observations and thoughts about how you might respond to this wonderful site?
I think having the context of being able to see Sydney right outside the window, and that fantastic window framing, and then being able to see something at a much more macro scale, and then being able to use kind of all the things that were available, the surfaces, to be able to view it, because it's not just a sort of tapestry where you view it as an image and then move on. It's one where you go and you look in more detail as you get up close, and then from the next level. So it really provided a great framing for it.
Mm. Can you tell us a little bit about the ideas and research that underpin the design that you presented?
So I started doing a lot of, or studying a lot of geological maps as part of my recent PhD. And then just, I guess, in a way, looking at some of, you know, the kind of climate change dialogue that's going on, and is there a better way we could occupy Australia? We do have this incredible continent, so just studying the geological maps. And then I started overlaying Aboriginal language and dialect and cultural lines on top of them, and got these really striking kind of patterns. So then it was a little bit pathological. I couldn't stop. So then I just started, you know, I wonder what happens here and I wonder what happens there. And then it was just a process of, I guess, trying to understand the geology and remap it, because at the moment, a lot of the geological drawings were drawn in the 70s, and they were drawn for the purpose of exploration and kind of economic gain. So to redraw them as a way so that we, the layperson, can see the behaviour of Australia, and then the sort of relationship between geology and culture was really important. So that was the challenge. And I guess also because you're dealing with something quite scientific, well, potentially scientific, I think it's all relative, but to try not, you know, the difference between hanging it in a museum, say, and hanging it in an art gallery, it still had to sort of hold its own as a piece of art. So there were many times where we went down the rabbit hole of, you know, making it, you know, geologically correct, and then finding that it wasn't really working from an artistic point of view. So that was kind of the balance. At the end of the day, it had to be a relationship between culture and geology.
Mm. The Australian Tapestry Workshop really champions this collaborative process that can occur in the making of a work like this. Can you tell us a little bit about the Ground Under Repair team and the group that came together to realise this design?
Yeah, I guess the team was, you know, part of the joy of the process, really. I have had 3 people working on it with me: Riley Pelham-Thorman, Abigail Liu and Ailey Ross, at various different times. And I've taught them at RMIT, and it's been a really kind of exhaustive, joyous process. A lot of the lines, the amount of detail we could go to was done really because of that incredible team. And then I guess there's the people that I guess I'm always trying to reckon with myself and make sure that it's interesting beyond the discipline. So there's a lot of people that are not necessarily part of the official team that were really important to the process. So I was working with Tom Barr-Smith, who does a lot of embroidery, and we were able to test it at 1-to-1. So I was really able to get that more, like, we were working obviously on computers, so you're getting a macro scale all the time, but to actually take it at 1-to-1 and start, you know, just seeing how you were going to deal with the edges, and how the language was going to relate and transfer, and being able to test all those kind of really tactile decisions was really important. And then conversations with my dad, who is a geologist, about, you know, Gondwana and, you know, thinking that geology is really, you know, a definite science. And then he says, well, it depends what version of Gondwana you're looking at. And you think, whoa, that's up in the air too. And interestingly, my mum is a weaver, or was a weaver when I grew up. So we always had these giant looms. We were kind of, you know, as expats, we were having to kind of move in our journey. So, and I guess there's the sort of slightly unacknowledged part of the team, which is Geoscience Australia, who we were sort of exhaustively looking at videos and trying to understand what, you know, what the latest was in, you know, the geological behaviour of Australia, so we could incorporate that as well. So it's been a pretty fun process.
Emma, thank you so much for providing us with those insights into the process and the outcome. And again, congratulations from all of us to the team from Ground Under Repair. And I'll now hand back to Antonia to continue our celebration this evening.
Thank you very much, Cameron and Emma. The exhibition of finalists' designs will be on our website after tonight's proceedings. And once our lockdown has lifted, the exhibition will be on display at the Australian Tapestry Workshop in Melbourne. Please don't forget to vote for our People's Choice Prize of $1,000 by November the 12th. Our deepest thanks to Carol Grigger, Metal Manufacturers Limited, the judges, the entrants and architecture media, and our warmest congratulations to Ground Under Repair on winning the 2021 Tapestry Design Prize for Architects. Thank you all very much for joining us, and good evening.